Test. Test 1, 2. Alright. Catching my mic. Hello. I'm setting up a little bit more. I should turn on the desktop audio as well, so you guys get that ambiance. Okay. Let's see here. Where the... Boop. Okay. I arrive. Let's see. Hello, hello. Sorry. I'm breathing. Let's see here. I'll wait another couple minutes because I said I'd start at 10. Bitrate seems to be fine. Everything's looking good. Oh my goodness. I was fine until I started streaming, and now I'm like, why am I like a little nervous? Wait, let's see if my widgets are working. Let's see. Hang on. Boop. Oh, yes. I made myself blush. Nice. What if we're playing a spooky game, so maybe I'll have the dark eyes this time. Welcome, welcome to a spooky stream. I am Retaliate, also known as Novaretta, and today we're playing Slay the Princess. It's still a minute to 10 a.m. I don't know if I should wait or not. I mean, no one's in here. I'm just kind of talking to myself, but that's okay. I'm still gonna have fun with it. But I wanted to leave the content warning up a little bit. It's got flickering lights and stuff. Oh, look at that claw. Can you guys see that? Let's see if it loads. Show it. Show the mouse. No, it doesn't show the mouse. Oh, your text is on my head. Hello. Is it gonna show? Oh, there it is. I had to click on the screen. I knew that. Should I move myself down a bit? Your text is kind of sitting on my head. I don't. Hang on. I got this. Boop, boop. That's probably a little better. Now my horns can just kind of, encapsulate it at times. All right. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Stab. Yes. Oh, look out! I'm stabbing your text. I was gonna say I'm stabbing you, but I don't. If your name dies, do you die in real life? I'm sorry, that's really stupid. But yeah, I put on the dark eyes because we're playing a spooky game. I've been keeping my eye on this game for a long time, just kind of waiting for some sort of discount. And today I finally went, I was like, you know what? No, I'm just gonna buy the game because every preview I've seen of it, I'm just like, this is the type of game that I live for. Your choices matter. It's seemingly endless. It's fascinating and text-based, and there's voices and things, and it's just the twists and turns all seem so fascinating. So we're gonna go ahead and do new game, and we'll see. It seems to have like seemingly endless options.
You're on a path in the woods.
Pardon
and
me?
At the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
How's the sound? Is my sound good? Is the game sound good? Ooh, look at that! That's great.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for letting me know. End of the world. Look at all the... What?! I forgot how... Sorry, I had to scratch my eye real quick. What? Okay, hang on. Okay. We're gonna... Let's see. A tad loud if there's loud sounds. Okay. Well, I'm sure I can. So, I wanted the voice volume to be the loudest. I'll turn it down a bit. And then I'll turn him down a little, but I want to be able to hear him. Like, really good. Oh my goodness, why are my eyes so itchy? Excuse me. Okay. The end of the world, what are you talking about? I have to explore all. There are so many options. This may take a while. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Well, I mean, fair assessment, I suppose. If you're locked up and you have the ability to end a world. I don't know, but look at my hand. I've got a clawed finger and stuff. Isn't that, like, the slightest bit suspicious? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Ooh, you can just say forget it. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Now, Retta the character, the VTuber model character that I've created doesn't like the end of the world because she's already experienced it. Ooh, fancy backstory lore. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution! I did not pronounce that well at all. That was terrible. Oh, I could just be silent. I can just Michael Myers this. Let's see. Explore. Interesting. Oh, indeed. This is a very official and professional report. LOL. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist?
No.
Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Can I slay the narrator? Oh, I can ask. Oh, great, cool.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Oh, this is a good one. If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not gonna kill her.
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out, which she will unless you do something about it.
Yeah, why wouldn't I want specifics?
The more specifics you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job. She's a princess. People will listen to her because listening to her is in their nature. And when they do, everything will come crashing down.
I'm so glad that there's a voice for the narrator. Hello. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Do you prefer Justine or Harry? Welcome to my chat. I'm playing Slay the Princess. My voice is a little ragged. I got a couple of wisdom teeth pulled out. Okay, that's a good question. I haven't been streaming for a long while. A lot of life events kept happening, preventing me from streaming. But now that my kids are both in school, my hope is to, at the very least, stream every Thursday. I'd love to do, like, 2 to 3 times a week. Right now, I'm just trying to get back into it. But starting this week, I'm trying to stream at the very least once a week, which should be Thursdays from, like, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. depending on how I'm feeling. Games? I love horror games. I'm a big fan of those. The funny thing is, though, when I'm the one playing them, I get spooked very easily. So, in order to convince myself to play them, I stream them. And that's sort of like, it's like I have to do it because I've got viewers now. But I also play some very surreal fantasy games. One that I liked that frustrates me a bit but is very pretty was Spirit of the North. But yeah, I know, right? It's just sort of a way to upgrade. I don't know. Don't really have the funds for it right now, but I'm just kind of having fun with what I've got. I'm good. I'd prefer no advertising in my chats if that's all right. Not to be rude or anything. I just prefer to not have advertising. 'Cause I'm just streaming for entertainment, so I don't need that stuff. You can always, check out my Twitter and whatnot if you wanna see more. My Twitter's actually Retaliate versus the Nova Retta that shows on here. No, I'm good. Please don't mention your advertisement again, or I will have my mod remove you. Thank you. Let's get back to this. I got focus. Evidence.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
I don't remember my journey, though. That's the thing. So Retta would not say that. That's the one where it's like, I'm trying to think of what my character Retta would say.
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
That's more curiosity than anything. Let's see. I do like this one. I should probably read it out loud. I'm over here quietly reading. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Thank you for the assist, Andmu. I appreciate it.
Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess
Makes
within.
sense. It was kind of bugging me too, but I don't know how to do any of that stuff on the computer, and I don't have Twitch up on my phone, so I'm just here like, well, it's there.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Voice, why are you talking
Ignore him.
in my head?
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I don't know if you know what you're talking about, narrator. Oh, no choices here. Let's proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
I mean, even if I'm not gonna slay it,
The
that's a
blade
nice
is your
blade.
implement.
Okay.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Can I jump out the window? I guess I'll, like...
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess
You know
and
what,
save
narrator?
the world
If the
without
whole
it.
plan was to slay the princess, why wouldn't I already have an implement to do it? Why am I going all the way to the cabin and just trusting that that's there? That would imply that I've either done this before, I know something's up, or I'm stupid, and I'm highly inclined to think that it's not the third one. All right, let's go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Trying
Her
real hard
voice
to convince
carries
me.
up the stairs.
Hello?
Who's there?
Oh, all right.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Judgy. She sounds so dangerous. Oh, I'm
Don't let it
terrified.
fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I mean, hi. Just checking in on you. Listen, if she truly is dangerous, then starting a conversation now is, I mean, she already knows that I'm here, but hey, I think I'm here to, like, kill you or whatever. That's so weird. No.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
I'm listening to myself and my own conscience, narrator, but thank you.
You walk down the stairs
Look, she's so
and
cute.
lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
What happened to that one? What happened to this one, princess?
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
I don't know why I thought that was the narrator, and I was like, pick a lane. I was about to be so annoyed with him. I mean, I'm already a little bit, but I didn't read this. I was just listening, and I was like, narrator, you okay, bud? But no, it's the voice of the hero.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Good guess. What? No way. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
You know, hero, I think you're just as confused as the narrator is.
Don't
I
you
feel
dare.
like there's a middle ground somewhere.
It's fine. We can decide what we want
Right?
to do.
Right? They're both
after
trying
we
to tell
talk
me what to
her.
do.
Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
That's why we're gonna kill someone in hot blood. We're going to have reason and motive, basically. That the way I said it was silly, but well, I don't want to tighten. I'm not gonna drop it because I'm not gonna be stupid, but no, we're holding on to it.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Okay. Well, see, all three of you are insane. All three of the people I have walked into
You step
a
forward,
situation.
your grip on the blade tightening as you
Not
steel
narrator,
your
I haven't
resolve.
decided. I haven't. Don't put words in my mouth.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Yeah, you're lucky I'm not in my true form. I'd use my storm magic on you.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
I don't know, lady.
She's
Maybe
unarmed.
I could leave.
If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Are you sure she's not armed? She's got two of them. I'm sorry. I'm gonna. Why did I make myself Okay. Okay. Breathe. Breathe. Oh. Okay. Are you sure?
I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Unless she is the weapon. Why does no one
Hesitating.
ever think about that?
Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Oh, I don't trust you, but I don't trust anyone here. I'm suspicious. I feel like straight up slaying her is the wrong choice, but technically, by just telling her I'm not dropping the blade, I'm still hesitating. Oh, I'm not dropping the blade. Come on, tough face.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Aw, shucks. My greatest weakness. Squinted the princess while holding onto the blade.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Squint even harder. No, are you sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm sure.
For
Well, she's
goodness
not
sake, the two of you
attacking
can't
me.
just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
I don't like this. I'm not a fan. She, like, clearly she knows what's up. She knows why I'm here. And the narrator knows too. If I drop it, am I gonna be able to pick it back up? I feel like, cause she's got space, but I don't. I'm gonna set it down.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Narrator, I know you're annoyed.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Are you actually? Excuse me, I burped. I hope that mic didn't catch that.
Against
why'd I
your
get
better
closer?
judgment,
No!
you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Even she looks unamused. She's like, I'm done with this.
We'll be
dude."
fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Well, here's the thing, narrator. Apparently, I've stepped closer. So in order to get the blade, I've got to back up. And the moment I take a step back, she's probably gonna be like, hey, yeah, and like, I don't know, snap my neck or something.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Can you blame me? Yeah. Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're gonna end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Interesting. I like this one.
Don't just tell her that.
Why not?
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
Why else?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
I don't know. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret. I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her.
Hero, you are too trusting. The narrator's too walled up, and
She
she's
doesn't
not
have to
giving
know
you enough.
how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
You know what? Fair.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
And I don't trust any of you.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
Oh,
So,
hero.
I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that
Oh,
I'm sure
you're getting
you
bad
think
vibes
you want
from
to
her.
hear.
Bad vibes. I can speak.
But you don't really know me, do you?
No.
What can
That's-
my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's
That's a
right
good
about one
question.
thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
And yours is? Oh,
Like I
jeepers.
said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the
You're
princess
clearly not a
clearly
victim.
incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk.
Ooh,
We
yeah.
stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Okay, why do you gotta say it like that? Give me your name.
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do,
You know,
really.
you're not really in a position to be demanding honorifics.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Well, I'm trusting her less and less. One more question.
Too long.
I think we've talked about
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Yeah. I
You know
decided.
why you're here.
I think it's time to slay her. The more she talks, the less I trust her, but, like, here's the thing. Oh, I could just keep her locked away, though. But I don't want to stay here, and I don't know if she has other means of escape. For all we know, this is all there is. Playing nice until she's free.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck.
I knew she was armed! She has 2 arms and a blade.
Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
Die? No, no! Finish the job, dude!
With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade
stabbed
deep
me!
into the princess's heart.
Oh,
Yeah.
The two of you collapse on
Uh-oh.
the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder,
You thought I would just die?
do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Dang. Sacrifice. Chapter 2! Fascinating.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, no. But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again? Turn around and leave. I when this happened. I love the okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he
That's
doesn't
not
remember
about that.
what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit.
Whoa!
She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Ooh,
Stabs
I've
to
got a
death.
new voice.
Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Narrator,
That's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't. But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job.
I
You'll
was
do just
made
fine.
for this job. Huh. Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine.
drink some
I'll
water.
indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't
I
listen to
did!
me.
I also talked a little bit.
We did exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like you probably had some kind of elaborate nightmare. In which case, I shouldn't be held accountable for what supposedly happened. But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started.
Are
that
they,
sounds
though?
pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else.
Emma, if I restart every time, how doomed
She just
are
caught
we
us by
really?
surprise last time. She can't do that twice. So long as we're careful, we can win this. That's the spirit. Just
Ugh.
keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
My upper lip is twisted into a scowl. I need to be right back real quick because I just remembered something. I should be back in like a minute, literally. I'll be back. I return. I ran. Where's performance mode? Boop, bop. Alright, back to that. Alright. Mic should be working. Everything should be fine. Wipe my nose. Ignore that last part because I don't know why I said that out loud. Hey, hi. Whoa! Wait, ow, what? You've attacked me. What just happened? Wait a second. Bayhawk! You hit me with a frog! Oh no. Is that... I didn't realize emotes were active. I got bonked. How did that happen? It's actually really funny. I digress. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Oh, boo you. Who locked her in the basement?
People
There's the question.
locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
But that's what I do. I specialize in that. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this
Look.
falling on me?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
I don't
Oh.
trust that.
I didn't know we were special.
Calm down, hero.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
The hero's a child. This is where we learn we're like 10 years old.
If anyone's special here, it's her. That was a nasty trick she pulled on us.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail will just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
You didn't tell us about her knife last time, though.
That's because she's unarmed. And more than that, it's because there wasn't a last
She's
time.
not unarmed. Narrator, cheapers cripes, dude. I mean, how can I make sure that doesn't happen again? Guard myself when I go in to stab her? Why would I ask the narrator that?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
I don't know,
Oh,
man.
and don't get stabbed while you're at it.
Thank you. There's the logic. Yeah. That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Is it? I'm so tempted to leave. I'm so tempted to just walk away. But she killed us last time, and that proves that she is a danger to some extent. And if some other poor sap tries to come around and stop her, they're gonna meet the same fate.
A warning before you go any further.
Oh, look at those stars!
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
It couldn't be
Okay.
more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
Why are you talking like you're
We know what to look
separate
out
from
for
me?
this time. We know to be careful.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Why am I Claude? Proceed.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine
No, there's a
blade
mirror.
perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah, you didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
What is
There's
going on with this
definitely a
narrator?
mirror. There isn't.
Can you two stop arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this extra noise.
Am I just hallucinating? I want to see how handsome I am. I care about whether I'm being lied to.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Let's look in the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door.
I
It's
have
a
no
wall.
reflection.
There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Oh, it's dirty. That. I guess that makes sense.
You reach
Whoa!
forward and rub your hand
Nice!
against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing
I'm a
tricks
bird.
on us. I hate this place.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Okay. I mean, I gotta take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
What if I look down and I've got 2 blades because I took one last time as well?
Feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Oh, cheated. Oh, I'm holding it now. I didn't notice that last time. Yeah.
The door to the
Whoa!
basement creaks open,
Holy
revealing what must
smokes,
once
this
have
is
been
not up to
stairs.
code.
The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
Oh goodness, excuse me.
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down
goodness.
below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I don't like this.
That's right.
At all.
Scraping. I told you she has something. I told you.
Did you guys hear it?
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor.
Narrator,
I am
now you're the
begging
one.
you to get out of your head.
Goodness gracious. Get out of your head.
Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
That's not the same. I mean, it's the same voice, but it's twisted this time.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
She thinks she's better than us.
That's not
Like
what
she
I
doesn't
meant.
even have to put on an act this time.
Oh goodness. Oh, we're just going. Oh
As
no.
you descend the final step, the form of the princess
Look at that
comes
sky!
into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Look at that. Look at that up there. Look at.
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
I don't.
Come on
I
now, we're
don't
not
like
falling
you.
for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
What if killing her is what spawned the end of the world? What if that's what did it?
If she
We are
sounds
the
threatening,
problem.
it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Oh goodness. Huh. One thing, I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now. Like, I don't have the key. So what the heck? Okay, hang on, folks. We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again. I like that one a lot. Look, I know that you're mad at me, but I think we both just need to let bygones be bygones. What happened after you died last time? What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you slashed my throat last time. What the heck? What if we're both honest? I'm gonna kill you, 'cause you killed me. Nobody has to die. Okay, what are you going to do if I... She just lie. Why would you ask that? Fine, I'm coming closer to free you. You'd better not try anything. Yeah, I'm not trusting this. Bye! Turn and leave. See, this, to me at this point, this feels like the most logical one, but we're not here for logic. We're here, I like this one for Retta. This one feels like a Retta answer.
But if we killed each other, then why are we here? Right now. Both of us normal and unstabbed.
You're not normal. The freaking... I can't copy that, obviously.
I do have to hand it to her. That's a very good question. And it's one with a simple answer. You haven't slain her yet. So how about you get moving? There you go again, talking up delusions about a past life experience that clearly didn't happen. Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
Don't you think I know
I'm
that?
terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here.
You are.
We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Like, that's world destroying though, so if that's what she's able to do... I mean, I don't know about that.
What? No! No! I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason.
For no reason.
And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
Huh.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her. She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
Narrator, now you're the most oblivious
Do you
one.
know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job.
I'm not second-guessing myself.
But
I'm
nervous.
cautious. That's caution and being
All the more
nervous are
reason to
different.
jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Oh, she's just gonna say, what? Nothing happened last time. You mean, I don't trust you. I'll try this one.
That's funny. You're funny. I'm not dead, so I can't have died.
Interesting. So you do remember it? What? But she... Okay, I'm clicking on this one, but...
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
Oh my goodness
I mean,
gracious.
just so I could stab
There's
you
so
for
much
the first
work gone
time.
into this game. It's amazing. I mean, just so I could stab you for the... Okay.
Aha! She
She
slipped
slipped
up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count.
Yeah, cheated. That's
Do
what
you
I'm
hear
saying.
how deranged you sound right now?
You're deranged.
Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
I'm not gonna let her out. I don't think I'm good at lying. Nobody has to die.
Of course not. At least not now, because you're here to save me. But you'll have to come close.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her?
And how many times does she have to talk about me actually getting close to her before you believe that she might have a weapon?
We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We
Yeah.
don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance.
Exactly.
Oh,
See,
I'm sorry.
cheated
Do you think
gets
I'm
it.
in a position of luxury right now?
Kind of. You're the
You're acting like
narrator.
you are. My entire world is at risk.
Your world. Your... Oh.
Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity.
I think we
Fine.
need to get the
I will
narrator.
continue to treat
somehow.
you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Goodness gracious. I don't have the key.
Oh, you don't. Okay, I see.
Oh, she's standing straight now.
I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like.
I'm going in
so you better
circles.
come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
What if we had a staring contest?
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
True. So true. I could you know what? Let's see if she drops it.
A knife? What are you talking about?
Okay,
I don't
it was
have
worth
a
a shot.
knife. Where would I keep a knife? And why would I stab you to death?
I
don't
didn't
know
say
you.
that.
You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your
Holy
insides.
smokes.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone.
That's what
to
I.
death.
Oh my gosh, the voice of the cheated is like my voice.
Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
Narrator! Prove it. Show me your hands and
It
stuff.
would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you. But I don't have
Show-
one, so I can't.
Show me your hands!
The princess
Oh.
smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
Keep them there. Keep...
Look at this. Hands. Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with.
Huh.
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too. Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
Okay. No, don't put your hands back down! What if you're hiding it somewhere secret? I have to be as suspicious as possible right now.
I've shown you all of my hiding spots.
Wiggle your dress.
What kind
I
of
don't that
princess do you
sounds bad.
think I
That sounds
am?
bad. Wait.
I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret. Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
You're not helping.
Her
your
smile
case.
drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
Ooh, something different.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious.
Hero, no.
Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
Huh. This one just seems so weird. What are you gonna do?
All sorts of things, which is why I think that's a great idea. I would love to not be chained up down here. Being chained up is so boring, and I crave fresh and new activities to broaden my horizons.
Oh, thanks for the follow. Wait a sec, did it... Someone, I don't know if I missed it. I didn't hear anything. Did it go off on the stream? I tried to set it up again, and I tested it, and it was working. Did it work? Did your name show up on this stream or no? I think it might still not be working. But also, hello! I'm doing well. I'm alright. I had a couple of teeth removed, so my mouth is a little sore, but I'm actually doing pretty good right now.
Please don't let her out of here. Believe it or not, I think I'm actually with him on this. Okay,
Ooh.
but what if all of this is just a misunderstanding? There has to be room for this to be a misunderstanding.
I don't know, Hero. We've let her answer a lot of questions. Activities like stabbing or cutting or murdering. That's just funny.
Yes, I mean, maybe. I've never done any of those things, but there is something alluring about the sound of it.
Uh-huh.
I think it would also be fun to do other activities like look at a bird or touch a tree.
Touch a tree.
Okay, now listen. You're not actually buying this, are you? Listen.
Listen, I'm listening,
Yes.
okay?
I would like to look at a bird. You can look at a bird later. But if we look at a bird now, we wouldn't have to be here. He has a point. Just make a decision already.
I don't know. I kind of like leaving you in suspense. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I don't like this. I don't. I don't like this game. I like the game. I don't. I just. She's clearly bad. Screw it.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room.
Can I stop her from stabbing me?
Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second.
Keep my eyes on her.
But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal
Gosh, heckin' dang
slicing
it.
through meat.
I've died again.
Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers, at first.
At first.
Then yours.
Then mine.
Hee
How? What did she even hit us with?
Her claws.
You stare down at your chest
What?
and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with. And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee,
She's made of
hinging
weapons.
up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
I'm inclined to agree.
You're going to die now.
You too.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes down,
No.
and you die.
Ugh. Chapter 3. The arms raised. I told you she was armed.
You're on a path in the woods.
No, I'm not.
Fuck that. If we're going to
Whoa!
have to keep doing this
Language.
over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
You're what? The interior. I feel
Whoa,
dizzy.
whoops, I skipped it. My bad.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I?
Cheated.
Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore.
I have another.
to fight.
Oh my gosh.
Good. It's better that way.
Whoa!
Without
So
a
many
fight,
voices.
no one can win, and if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning. Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times?
This is our
Twice.
third?
Yes.
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
So this is a third world?
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
No advertising, please. Thank you.
Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better. Let's just stay focused, shall we?
Thank you.
The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched.
We take it.
Okay, sure.
Ah,
you take
cheated.
the blade before
Stop
I even
interrupting.
finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Cheated.
This
Stop
feels
taking
right.
control.
We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right. We've got to be able to win eventually.
We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now.
Jennifer, if you do that one more time, you're gonna be banned. This is your warning. Well, and Moo's on top of it. Thank you. I do appreciate that.
That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
That's a good
Walk through the
question.
door. You do know what doors are, right?
But there isn't a door. It's just that mirror again.
There isn't a mirror.
I'm telling
You
you,
only messed
the voice
things
of the
up, didn't
hero
you?
is like
It's like you can't
the
even
ch- it's
see
the
reality
child's
anymore.
voice. It's the voice of innocence, the one that still clings to positivity and optimism, while the rest of them are crumbling to ashes.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Ooh,
If it's
Hunted
in
is
our
broken.
way, let's just break it and move on.
Stubborn is angry. Ooh, no choice. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. That was the weirdest hiccup I've ever had.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Okay.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Well, wipe the mirror.
You
Woo.
reach forward and place your hand on the
Ooh.
door to the basement.
Wait,
It
it's a
creaks
door. Like it
open.
actually. Oh.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there. Just an illusion. Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now. Guess it's time for us to see her again.
Aw.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
I feel kind of bad for the voice of the hero. They were
You
so
step
up
forward,
to. Whoa.
but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs.
Ow.
They are smooth and
Did I
flat and
die?
metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again.
Well, if we
Pride
keep
makes
just
us dead.
lunging at her,
The only thing that matters is survival.
I'm inclined.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
But the more we fail, the worse
Nothing
the
bad
world
has come of
gets.
it yet.
That's not true. Look at the world around us.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
Technically two. Technically two.
The past isn't real. There's
I don't know about
only here
that.
and now. Your internal bickering is cut short by
She
the wet
has
sound of
weapons.
slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Uh-oh.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
No, thank you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's
Can I-
coming for
can
us
I
and
do
I'm out of
something?
ideas.
You're out of ideas. You were the one that... She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. Appeal through her to her, puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk that. What do you mean? Look at these. Unconditionally surrender? I don't know about that. I'm gonna try flirting with her. She has swords for arms and we don't. We're panicking. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. We're gonna... What if we kill ourselves? Think of something. By the time I think of something better, she can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. What if we... Ooh. I don't know. I kind of... Hardcore. She wins by killing us. Are we just helping her? I don't know. Kind of seems like she could just make weapons out of any part of her body.
No, that's a terrible idea.
What other choice
A
do we
win's
have?
a win.
A win's a win.
Screw it, we've already died twice. What's a third?
A third is a third. It's bad.
Who cares?
Fine. You raise your blade above your head.
Oh, this is new. What are you going to do? Are you really going to stab yourself? Neat.
Can't tell if she's
Then you
looking.
skewer yourself.
Well,
Ow.
ow.
Are we still here? Can we not actually off ourselves? Boo!
Cheated.
Huh,
Did we?
I didn't
Oh,
do much
that's
of anything.
unfortunate.
We're tougher than I thought.
Contrarian, where'd you come from?
a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? Nah, we'd know if we died. Right?
Huh.
You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
It's a
Don't
good
like
question.
that we died without us knowing it. This really, really blurs some lines that I prefer not to be blurred. Are we still dead? Are we alive again? How are we even supposed to know the difference?
Can we not die unless she does? See, I told you, we're connected. It would have been better to just leave.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
4?
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
Wasn't supposed
I
to.
wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I
You're
guess we
so
don't have
full
time to
of
talk about
yourself.
things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many
Oh,
we can
no.
stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
I don't know. What if we're just splitting
We
ourselves?
don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting. Yeah, I'll pass on that.
As long as we keep moving.
Who cares
Fighting or
about getting
moving?
better than her? Let's do something weird.
Like, really?
Really, really weird.
What if we just start dancing?
Come on, show me something new.
We're her entertainment. Interesting. She can't hurt us if we don't. I don't know about that. It doesn't work, and she kills you again, and again, and again, and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
None of this is working. Think. Think.
She skewers you.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
What's the point? It's all the same.
Oh my goodness.
She skewers you.
So we did get broken.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
All we're doing
You
is giving
see
her
that?
more worlds.
We almost had her. That was luck. But we only have to get lucky once. Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
She skewers you.
Ouch.
You're cute.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Okay,
could.
let's go again.
Just panic. Flee.
Ooh, paranoid.
She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We're getting better.
Are
Okay,
we?
okay, yeah. That was a good one.
She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
Ooh.
She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real
I like the way
tough.
it moves. I don't know what she is. All I know is she is
You're
bad.
getting close to something. Can't you feel it?
And
One
with each
last
new iteration, she gets more and more twisted.
You're right. One last time. That's all we need.
She skewers you.
Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried
Oh,
that.
goodness.
I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
Opportunist? I don't think so.
She skewers you.
Yep.
And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Mutually assured destruction. I knew it! See? We are each other's end. The only way to
You're not- don't
truly
lose
end
your head.
this is...
We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here.
What?
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. Ho! What if we throw it out the window?
Oh my goodness. Ow. What if we leave? I should have done that from the start.
Over my dead body.
Ugh.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very
Smitten.
many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Oh, Smitten, get out of here. Get out of here. We're not trying to flirt. I've actively avoided the flirting.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die.
Ooh.
They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is...
How about you stick to describing
I didn't click that
things,
time.
and we'll stick to doing them.
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Will we?
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
I don't like this guy.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only...
It's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
She skewers you. The end.
Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
Do you really want to be narrator?
Don't care, just want to win.
Fine. You make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
Again.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
So you do have time in between.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it, though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Uh-huh. Is it still going? Okay, I think he's done. That was funny.
Are you gonna say what she does? Do you want me to
Oh,
talk now?
you sassy man.
Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Oh dear.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists,
Ah!
splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a
Holy
wave of
smokes.
blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
I told you she was all weapons. I knew it.
Are you ready for what comes next?
You still have a heart. That means you can be killed.
Holy shit!
She's gorgeous.
Smitten.
Absolutely divine.
Smitten, go to the corner.
Yes, behold, the perfect woman.
Oh, sorry, ladies. This is what peak womanhood looks like.
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
Oh, contrarian, I wish.
That looked painful. How is she still alive?
Because her heart still beats.
Heart's still beating, that's
Yes!
all she needs. This is fake.
Stab men.
This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
We don't need to. All we need is the heart.
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
Narrator,
Whoa.
Forget it.
Someone's yelling at the narrator.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
I'm just blocking them all out.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, You're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Oh, thank you. Your weapons clash again and again. You and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. Am I literally just gonna make her heart explode? That'd be pretty funny. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Ooh, an achievement. Master yourself and vanquish a sharp foe. Nice. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. Whoa. You do not get to see each other die. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. Let's go. Approach the mirror. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. Achievement, the body. Whoa. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Whoa. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Are you here to take mine? Ooh. Whoa! Are you the princess? Do we know each other? What happens now? I assume I'm the vessel. I'm worried if I ask too many questions. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me.
So
and
you're an
part of
entity
me
taking
is her.
pieces. But it seems you don't think you're whole yet. But you were always the princess. Or are you just making her a part of yourself? That's what I was saying!
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Do you know the worlds beyond this
I
place?
know only that they are.
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Well,
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Interesting. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Huh. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find.
That's too many pieces.
I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
No, that's too many pieces. I can't. That's a lot of pieces. I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape.
I don't know about that.
To remold.
But that's only if you build it up again. If you simply destroy it, then it's not. I mean, unless you count the rubble as it being reshapen. You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
I'm not going back.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Oh my god, I'll just wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone.
I don't want to be forgotten.
I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box.
I always
because
come
you'll
back.
always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Why do you sound so peaceful now? You were so aggressive and evil sounding. What? What just happened? Hello? What? The game closed. What? What? Heck. Well, I gotta open it again. I gotta see what I gotta. The game closed itself. Waiting forever. So are you just going to?
You have returned to me.
Whoa,
Though
whoa,
you
whoa,
were gone mere moments, I never
did it work?
left your side.
Oh, achievement! I never left your side. Attempt to outwit your destiny. Oh! Oh! That's the only choice I have? What if... What? Is it weird that I want to try to hug her? Bring back Smitten, specifically. No, platonically. What if we could be friends?
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Oh.
You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1. Ooh, a sharp vessel. Bring the razor to hell?
You're on a
The
path
what?
in the
What?
woods.
You'll know it when you see
And
it.
at the end of that
the
path
real Slay the Princess
is a
starts
cabin.
here.
And in the
What?
basement of that cabin is a
Excuse me.
princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. You can skip previous listening dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard. Okay. What if I leave?
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
That's so interesting. Ugh, so tsundere. Okay, fine. You're persistent. I'll go to the cabin and I'll slay the princess. Ugh. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. The only thing the only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. You're gonna go walk in the opposite direction now. Or quietly continue down the path. Let's quietly continue.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
Oh, you're still here, hero.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Narrator, you know far less
That's
than
strange.
you realize.
It looks like this path also leads
Oh,
to the
dear.
cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
And if I do my job, then I die. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that.
And if you had an ounce of understanding,
But
you'd
fine,
know why I
you
don't
turn
want
around
to.
and trek back down the path you came.
And the cabin's back, I'm guessing?
Oh, would
Yep.
you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
It seems like you're trying. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I'll start walking in a different direction. Again. In fact, I'm just gonna keep trekking through this wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Ooh.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as
Whoa.
you focus on your
dear.
surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick
Oh
of
no,
light.
there's 6 princesses now.
In every
Ah.
direction,
2,
there is
4,
a
6,
path
8, 10,
and a
12,
cabin.
14, 16,
and not just
18.
a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
I'm in a nightmare.
Wait, what's going on?
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many
What if I just
paths
sit
or
down?
cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Maybe I do.
You've doomed us all. You know that, right?
You're
But
welcome.
of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly
Or do I
tromping
starve?
through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Oh. Huh.
You're on a path in the wood. You're here to slay her.
Blah, blah, blah. Ooh. But I died. The whole world ended. Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the... Oh! Oh, clever. There's walls now. Yeah, I get it. If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here in the woods forever. Stay in the woods forever. Maybe... You know what? Maybe I'm gonna speedrun this.
Oh, that's clever. A little
Contrarian, what are you
boring,
doing
though.
here? What happened to the cheated?
It's extremely boring. Can we really do that? Can we really just do nothing?
Interesting.
No, you can't just do nothing. You have to do something.
This is so well thought out.
Alright, so it's decided. Even if it's boring, we're going to do nothing.
Forever. Alright, Contrarian.
Congratulations, you continue to waste everyone's time and do nothing. Wait, can you still hear me? Everything's getting fuzzy.
Whoa, narrator!
What is that weird feeling?
Oh.
It's like I'm barely even here anymore. Well, it's not nothing, that's for sure. Does that mean we messed up?
I'm not sure if we can't mess up. Guys? The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothing. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Memory returns. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes too close. You already know what dwells in the empty spaces. My queen! Oh! Uh-oh! Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Confusion. Why are you here? I am unfinished. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Ow. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. It is useless to us if it doesn't bring more gifts. Force, pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. Ah! Return to your destined path or face denial.
You're on a path
I got
in
an
the
achievement.
woods,
It's called denial.
and at the end of that, you're here to slay her.
Can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I
I
did.
knew that was going to
but I
be a
don't.
speed run. Hang on. Ouch. Alright. Let's do another speed run. Let's just try to kill her as fast as possible.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
We
She's a
are.
princess.
Shush,
Ignore him.
hero.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
You're so right, narrator. She's gonna...
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale. The blade is your implement.
Yes. Sorry, I'm skipping a little bit. Take it.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be right.
I understand. Let's go. I am the strong, silent type. Aside from the one question I
The
asked
door
at
to
the
the
start.
basement creaks open,
I forgot how nice
revealing
it
a
looked at first.
staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light. Her voice carries.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's all...
Don't let it fool you. It's all part.
Alright, I'm just gonna
You're
quietly
still
murder
listening
this
to reason.
time.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Yes,
Focus
hero,
on the
she
task
is.
at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No,
You step forward. Your grip on.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Let's
I'm
just get
probably
this
chained
over
up in
with.
this basement for a reason,
Yes, yes.
right? So, you should just
No.
drop.
She's unarmed.
I get it. Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a
She looks
moment's
surprised.
hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Huh.
Oh,
Oh.
this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill
Hey,
me?
I didn't die this time.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Perhaps
But
she
it's over,
is.
isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
I don't know, hero. Is it? I can't select these. What? Why not? What? What the heck? Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
What if she isn't made of swords this
With your
time?
work done, you make your way back up the stairs,
What?
closing the door to the basement behind you.
Do I leave the knife
Why
behind?
do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or
True.
not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
I need to get all the
But
pieces.
that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
This is not right.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
There is no world, is there?
Only
Oh.
a world saved from certain doom isn't what you
Narrator.
find. Instead, what you find
She's made of
is
swords.
nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
What happened?
Narrator,
Everyone
you
is
said I was
fine.
saving.
It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them.
What?
Don't worry.
Narrator!
You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Narrator, you're in denial, or you're dumb, or freaking something. I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving
This
the world.
isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past.
Narrator,
No.
slaying her seems to have
This
destroyed the world.
is the beginning of eternity. This is what's best for everyone. Trust
For
me.
everyone or for you?
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or
Oh, I'm gonna
years or
fight this
even
narrator.
decades. It's all a wonderful
Narrator,
boring
show yourself.
blur. You've never been happier.
Stop lying.
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
We shouldn't. Narrator, become corporeal. I need to talk to you with the knife. Dude, didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy. Heck no. Do you have any idea how to get us the heck out of here?
I do, but you're probably not going to like it.
Am I gonna jump out the window?
The blade. We can use the blade to get out
No,
of
that's
this.
what I was saying. Hero, yes.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away
isn't
from you.
happy.
It wants this wonderful place to end.
This isn't
Do
wonderful.
you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
You know what? Before I was like, man, the voice of the hero is kind of childish. She's super innocent and stuff. It's annoying. But now I'm like, you're the one that's making sense.
Don't you dare.
Maybe I do dare. Wouldn't use the blade, kill us.
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself
But we know
would
it
kill
wouldn't.
you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we'd die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's
Yeah, how am I gonna eat?
nothing.
I
It's
need some
absolutely
food.
nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know Using the blade will work.
I'm gonna trust the hero.
That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
I don't think you want me to be happy, narrator. You'd better be right about this. I'd be pretty upset if we die.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want.
Fair enough.
I made this happy little place for you.
You
Is
made
this not a
I
good
knew
enough
it.
Reward
You're
for
the one
saving
making the world.
An eternity of bliss. You ingrate.
If you made the world, you can unmake the princess.
Fine.
Oh,
Whatever.
this
For the
narrator.
first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones,
What?
though the
We've
blade
only
you
been
used to
here
slay her
moments.
is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
The end is never the end. Is never the end. The Spectre. That's a different
You're
title.
on a path
That's not the
in
same title.
woods, and at the end of that path is a cab. You're
Yes.
here to slay her.
Yep. I'm wise.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
You know, I think I might
That's
trust
fine.
you. Whoa!
It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for
Oh, this
whatever
time it's the
reason you're going to
cold.
insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth in all of this. I don't need that. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Come on, voice of the cold.
Warning. Before she will
She will
lie,
lie,
she
blah,
won't
blah.
be a problem.
Whoa, cold! Hey! I kind of... This guy's a little spooky and I like it.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling
Is this
outside,
different?
banging the shutters against
Why
the
do
windows.
I feel like the door is different?
The only furniture of note is an elegant... The blade is your... It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time.
That's different.
Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Ooh, kill the narrator. I kind of want to. I wish there was a way. Maybe if I collect all of the princess pieces, we're gonna get together and we're gonna hold hands and we're gonna get rid of the narrator so that we can live in our world without worrying about... Oh, excuse me.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's
Let's
a
see,
mirror.
does cold say something? Wipe it.
You
Ah.
reach forward and rub your
I
hand
swear
against
this
the
is-
cabin
this-
wall.
This
I hope
fabric
you know how
wasn't here last
ridiculous you
time.
look right now.
When we had the mirror before, it was just the wall was splintering and falling apart. Splintering, like when she splintered into weapons, but now it's draped and ripped apart, like because her body's fallen apart and it's... I'm wise to your tricks. I'm getting it.
But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly, it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Oh, dang. Okay. So... I'm taking it.
You take the blade from the
Yep.
table.
Yep.
The door to the basement
it.
groans open,
That's
revealing an
different.
old
This is
banister and a
different.
creaky wooden stairwell.
This...
Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very
Breathe that
building
there.
itself feels dead. If the princess lives here,
Because
slaying
she's
her
dead!
would probably
'Cause
be
she's
doing
dead!
her a favor. The room below is silent.
Cause she
Nobody's
died.
here. Naturally.
Goodness.
As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see.
Yep.
As you
Aha!
descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Narrator, you sound confused.
Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two
Hi.
deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Ghost!
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying.
She got an X.
What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
I don't think the knife is gonna work.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into
Ah.
your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
I think I might be about to get possessed.
So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
I don't think it's gonna work that way, Cold. I don't. Part of me wants to just go, stab, but she's a ghost. Like, what's that gonna do? But if I wait, then.
Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air.
I knew it.
No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
Yeah, I could have. Cold! That's what I was trying to say.
You're adorable when you're confused.
I'm not that
But I
confused.
didn't say you could touch me.
But you've been touching me.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
If I knew I'd have to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. Oh goodness, I yawned. Pardon me. Of course I attacked you. You're supposed to end the world. That's why I killed you last time. You're dead, or at least mostly dead. Don't. That's a bad question. Alright, team. I'm out of ideas. Thoughts? Slay the princess harder. Fine, if I can't hurt you, then there really isn't anything for me to do here. I guess I'll get going. There's so many options! This one. I have
You
questions.
don't look dead, Killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are.
Oh, good.
I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place,
Oh, I should
even the
leave.
spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
I love the whispering echo.
I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you?
Yeah, I gotta go.
let me get your mom.
Man, look at the time. I just realized.
After all,
Ah!
you own me.
No, I'm good.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting
Ooh.
thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him.
Him.
I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
Oh, she'd have to talk to the narrator.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
I don't think you'll like how they. I don't. Whatever. What if I say no? Before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. Sounds great. Do it. Return. I need to think on this. Like, is that gonna send me to the menu, or if I let you in, do I still get to be in control?
Sure. Why not?
I don't think I believe you.
That doesn't sound very reassuring. It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body.
Oh, we could trap her
That
in
is
our...
a very dangerous train of thought.
It's a pretty, What if I say no?
Then I won't hit your rod.
Interesting. You won't hitch a ride if I say no, or you can't hitch a ride?
I'm sure you'd like to know. It's a shame I won't tell you.
Interesting.
But it'll be easier for both of us if you just let me in. And doesn't it sound nice?
Oh, the
Maybe
whispers.
for her, but
So good.
it's crowded enough in here as is.
You won't have to feel guilty anymore. If you even do feel guilt.
Ooh. Before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you ended the world.
And what?
You'd end the
You
world.
just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
And that's why the voice
That's
in the cold
rich
is
coming
here.
from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over. She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
Oh, I'm tempted. Well, were you gonna enter the world? End the
I
world,
don't
not
know.
enter the world.
I just wanted to leave. I still just want to leave.
Really? You didn't answer my question. Do you want to end the
The
world?
only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
Interesting. You still didn't answer my question. Even if you don't want to end it, does letting you out of here mean the world is going to end?
It does.
Stop, narrator!
We're
I'm not asking
you.
you!
We've heard your whole speech already.
I really don't know. I'm not lying to you. I promise. The world doesn't matter. All I remember is that I'm supposed to be there, not here. I'm just supposed to be a part of it. It's home, I think. But what does it mean for anything to end? I ended, but I also didn't.
Oh, you don't believe her?
And you ended too. But here you are. And you don't even look any different. I'm not so sure endings are real.
There has to be.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away.
I don't think you'll be able to
Finally
rest.
able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business.
Find someone to... I don't know.
Maybe I'll find someone to haunt.
You don't need to go anywhere.
Maybe I'll haunt you.
You're already haunting me.
It's a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
You mean your death?
The princess leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Especially when that someone is dead.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
I don't think most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
Maybe. Oh, excuse me. See, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about in the woods. It's already happened. We killed it. Oh, so now I'm talking to the narrator again.
Yes, obviously things are...
Whoa, you got a lot to say.
Right now, I think it's safe to say that you've seen something you shouldn't have seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, none of that matters now. There's no changing what's
Isn't
already
there?
happened. But you have a job to finish.
Finish how? We already did what you told us. And now she's a ghost.
You haven't tried slaying her yet this time, though.
I have. I
And then
literally
what?
did the knife thing.
And then you'll have saved the world. I think he's asking about what happens after we save the world. If that's even still an option. What do you mean, after?
You already know what we mean, don't you? So why don't you go ahead and tell us? Are you going to try and lock us away in a timeless void again? Because I didn't much care for that.
Cold, were you already there?
I'm not going to lock you anywhere.
What an interesting choice of emphasis.
Right? Oh. Hi, Bispy. Whoa! I mean, I have to click on that one. If I knew I'd wind up blah blah. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that, and it won't be hard to do again.
Are we putting this to a vote? Because personally, I'd prefer if we didn't die again.
I know, Hero.
If that's what it comes down to, that's what it comes down to.
This is
But
Kill
I
the
don't see the
Princess.
point of offing ourselves just yet.
I've been watching it for a long time, or like seeing previews and stuff, and I finally caved and got it today.
That's sweet of you to offer. But killing yourself wouldn't help either of us.
Oh, I thought I smelled food. Sure, what is it?
Kung Pao with a smile.
Oh, yummy. Thank you.
You're welcome. The fried rice is the best part.
Okay. My husband's a broom.
What's a broom?
Oh, okay, honey.
Okay.
I
don't know what a drone is
I love you. Bye.
though.
Okay. Anyway, where were we? Kiss, blah 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 blah.
It would seem that everyone here is in agreement except for you. I shouldn't have to tell you that you shouldn't kill yourself. So please, try to keep your suicidal tendencies in check.
Like I said,
Is it
I just
really
want to go home.
like that if I know I'm gonna come back? Let's see. You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me?
A boring question with an easy answer. Nothing. She's dead. Dead things can't hurt us.
I've already died a bunch of
That's
times,
for you to
Bispy.
know, and for you to wonder about. Maybe I can't do anything to you.
Oh,
See?
whispery lady.
Or maybe I can rip your heart out.
Ah.
Who's to say, really?
I don't like the uncertainty here. I don't know what to do or who to trust.
I think that's the point. Okay. Alright, team. Thoughts?
She might be making it hard for us to kill her body. But those bones look very, very real. Maybe breaking
Whoa,
them
that.
breaks
Okay,
her.
cold.
Or maybe
Dark.
burying them would put her to rest.
Oh, that's not
Don't
a bad
take
idea.
any piece of her outside of this cabin. Maybe you should stop looking for loopholes and try harder to actually slay her.
What if
But
I
we
set the
are
place on
trying.
fire? What if I buried your bones outside?
Those are just bones. They aren't me. Bury them, destroy them, whatever. That dusty pile of death is just a reminder of what you've done. It's not a fix for anything.
Interesting, interesting. That's still so funny. Yeah, let's try. Yeah, yeah. Everything she says, I'm like, I don't know if I don't trust you because you've killed me before, and I don't really trust the narrator because when I slay the princess, I get trapped. I'm gonna smash her bones.
You push through the princess and rush the pile of bones on the floor, swinging your fist
Oh,
down.
oh,
and
also,
smashing
I'm
through
like
what
part
remains of her
bird or
rib
something.
cage. The ancient bones splinter, then crumble, reduced to dust almost instantly.
Even after
Yeah.
what I've said, you still gave it your all. Such a disappointing choice.
I'm trying.
I don't think I like the person behind those eyes.
Well, I don't like you either.
I was willing to let bygones be bygones, killer. I was willing to ignore everything you did to me.
Oh,
so
maybe
you
I
could
did
get
make
out
the
here
wrong choice.
together. All I ever wanted was to leave this place. All I ever wanted was to find
Is
a way
she
back
holding
home,
my neck?
wherever home is.
Oh, is she crying?
Her eyes turn from wells of sorrow to pits of wrath as she stares into you.
I guess violence is the only language you speak.
I'm trying
She
to
forces her hand
survive.
into your chest, and then
Oh.
yes, nothing happens.
Are you sure about that? Something should have happened.
Huh. Oh, I can move her around. Do, 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 do.
And yet it didn't. We're fine.
Did you miss?
No.
No.
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize
Oh, is she about to crush
what
my heart?
it is. A horrific
Click.
splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you won't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
She's real now. If she's making us dead, we should return the favor.
I'll try. Boop.
You swing your blade towards her briefly corporeal throat.
Yeah.
It connects. A gash widens
Whoa,
across her
wait,
neck,
really?
glowing ectoplasm leaking from the wound. But it's too little, too late.
Ooh.
In her hand, you realize she clutches your still
There are
beating
worse
heart.
fates to suffer than a broken heart,
It
was
thumps
what the
unsettlingly.
achievement said. I'm still alive, it's beaten. What if I stab my own heart?
Did
Yeah.
we get her? Even if we didn't, we've given her something to remember.
Yes, our actual
See you
heart.
soon, killer.
Are you gonna crush it?
I'm afraid you'll never know. As she crushes your precious organ in her hand, everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, now we know we can pull our own heart out. Probably, maybe. The Wraith. Oh, we've made her evil. Maybe we should maybe next time we can
You're on a
get
path
possessed
in
or
the
something.
wood, and here we go again. Off to slay her. Again.
There's too many spider webs.
The deck's stacked, isn't it?
Oh, cheated.
We kill her,
Welcome
we
back.
start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it.
Come on. Let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer.
Ah, and what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start?
Isn't that what I've been saying this
That's
entire
ridiculous.
time?
There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work.
I think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them.
I just realized I haven't been saved. Oh! There are slots. I should have been doing that.
Wouldn't that get, I don't know, boring? Okay, so you've already been here. Twice, even.
Great.
Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess.
But I already have.
Well, we didn't have to start over. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that? Because
'Cause
you
you're dumb.
decided to foist an infinite tedium on us. That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending.
Yeah, but your happy ending isn't mine.
The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void, and then you told us we were happy. Well, were you happy? Of
No.
course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful. It was boring.
It was bullshit.
So you killed yourself? Yes. And then she killed us.
Even though she was already dead.
This is all fake.
Hey, you're starting to sound like the voice of the
Okay,
paranoid.
let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real, and the danger she poses
My
to all
stomach
of them
just
is
growled.
also, quite unfortunately,
Oh, it's
real.
noon. That explains it.
Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seemed to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish.
I
All
changed
this
my
standing
face.
around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her.
Why should we help you? All you're going to do is lock us away. Are you the same narrator you met on the other loops? You were quick to accept that we've been here before. Interesting. We've killed her and we've been killed by her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. If we're going to fall through this loop forever, eventually we're going to let her out. We might as well do it now. Ooh! What happens if we don't go to the cabin? That's another option. We already know that. There's something else we haven't tried, to run and leave. No, we've definitely tried that. We just can't remember.
Tell you what, I won't do that. I promise.
I don't believe you.
Sure. That changes everything. I mean, he did promise. And you believed him.
Are you the same narrator?
If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no. That's a hedge, not a wager. I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate.
Huh.
So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different. I'm not sure
I
how we're
suppose.
supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of
Oh
him
my
for
gosh,
us.
Cold wants to get the narrator.
They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
Yes, I think we need to get you, Mr. Narrator. There's something
You're
else you
making
haven't
a
tried. Jab in the
dizzying
air.
amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever. Those
don't know
little
about
voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is
Right?
different.
Cold is the best.
The world itself
Officially.
is at a tipping point. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things will be easier if you didn't. And you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating.
But how do you know it's the correct choice if you don't try the other
How
ones?
convenient. Everything always comes back to what you want us to do. I'm sick of him. Makes me want to end the world out of spite.
Yes, cheated!
On second thought, let's not
What?
kill him.
Oh.
Let's throw him someplace that never ends. I'd like to see what that does to him.
Excuse me, I yawned again.
Then she finds a way out on her own.
That's true.
Of course she does.
So, standing around out here is the same as us letting her out. Only
Yep.
we don't have to see her. That's got to be better, right?
Welcome back, Euro.
No, it's strictly worse. But she can't kill us out here. Why would staying out of killing distance be worse if she's getting out regardless?
because then
Because
she
it's
still
cowardly, for
gets
starters.
us?
And because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options. The only solution
Exactly.
worth considering is slaying her.
The narrator.
Whatever
Yes, slaying the
delusion is
narrator.
holding
Sorry.
you back from doing
No?
that is just that. A delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong.
How can you end someone
How are
wrong?
we supposed to decide on anything if you just keep coming up with new rules? Since when is there a wrong
Yes,
way to
cheated.
slay her?
We know what happens if we leave.
You continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. The more
Kill
he talks,
the narrator.
the more I'm interested in setting her free.
Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care.
It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Ha ha ha! Are you trying to use reverse psychology on me, or have you given up?
There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering
You're
up
the
their
clown.
useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue. Would you look at that? We won.
Have we?
Take it however you will.
He still exists.
The interior of the cabin is
Whoa.
long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... that's strange.
Can he see the mirror?
What's strange? Is it the mirror?
No,
The
the
mirror?
table's not there.
No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Also, the windows are open this time.
Great. Something else has been taken away from us. I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
That's very true. What here isn't strange. Let's pretend there is a mirror at the end of this hallway, and that right now we can't see behind it. What's there? What's behind it?
If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement. The way to the basement? Don't you mean door? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening. What are the odds
The
she's
door
waiting
does
for us
change
right
each time.
behind it? If I were running a bullshit factory, it's what I'd do. Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you, and certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement.
Already
you can't see
dead
the mirror.
because we
The
killed
knife
her.
is gone, defying his expectations. Who the hell is calling the shots here? Nobody
That's
is
a good
calling the
question.
shots. That's how reality works. You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward, towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched.
I feel like the narrator might
We've
actually
always
just
been
be another
watched.
puppet.
You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others.
I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation. We just need this to be over.
You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Here we go.
Here we
You
go.
reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening.
A hand grabs you.
It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
What you looking at, killer? Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know
I made
exactly
her
how you
mad.
feel.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle.
Uh-oh.
Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts. Your bones
Ah!
snap.
Oh!
Icy pain
Jeepers.
radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse. And you collapse with
Ah!
them.
That was
You're met
sudden.
with the
Whoa!
terrifying visage of the
I
princess.
got bird legs.
Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded
Yeah, I
with
think
far
I
too
made her
many long
super angry.
and crooked teeth.
Hi.
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right.
You made it difficult to trust,
Thought
okay?
maybe you'd see what
Uh-oh.
you've done and feel remorseful. Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making the same mistake over and over and over.
What knife? I don't have a knife. Haha.
After I ripped your heart out, you still cut me. And for what? I didn't go
'Cause
anywhere.
you-
You didn't banish me.
I'm right back here with you. A little better, a little worse. Well, maybe a lot worse.
You're all good. The game curses. I might not curse too often, but it's fine if game and chat do. It's fine. I don't mind.
Here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body.
No, thank you.
And I'm going to walk it out of
You
here.
broke my leg! I'm gonna walk out of here with the leg I broke. No, you're not, dummy. Ah!
You get to watch me do it.
Ugh.
Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
I say we let her do it. It's something different. Do we even have a choice?
Listen, I understand I upset you last time, but please stop breaking my ankle.
You always have a choice. Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time.
Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade?
Well, unless you
I
have
could
any
punch her!
specific ideas, I think my vote's the only one that counts.
I like you, Cold. Look, we're even. I killed you and then you killed me. I never wanted to hurt you. I don't even know how I got here. I'm a victim in all this too, you know. That's not gonna work. Wouldn't possess me against my will make you know better than me. You don't have to be evil. You don't have to do this. Do you need to take my body? Can't I just open the door for you? Or I could struggle with my broken leg. Ow. Ooh. Owie. I'll ask the question.
That was then. This is now.
Look, we're even now. I killed you, you killed me. Water under the bridge, right?
And you think that's even? How adorable. But I think you forgot about the part where you tried killing me again. If I were you,
Whoa, that's a lot
I'd
of
just want
text.
to get it over with. You lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger. Enough talking. We'll have plenty of time for chit-chat once this place is far behind
Oh no!
us.
I've lost my I knew it.
You remain
Ow,
pinned to the floor
unfortunate.
of the
Whoa!
long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches
Hi.
until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't
fresh.
do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock.
Why not? Hey, the
Besides,
cheated. You've
I
done
thought
stuff
you all
before.
wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too.
Who
And
makes
whose
the
fault is it there
world?
isn't a weapon here? Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up. Are you seriously trying to blame this on us? Your
Oh.
vision fades
Ah.
as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
You broke my leg.
You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong. It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out.
Ah, ow.
I
Ugh.
know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. There's another option, you know.
What is it, cheated?
Don't help either of them. Flip the table. That gap where the mirror was, I don't think it goes anywhere. Let's throw ourselves into the abyss.
Interesting. Ooh, she feels threatened.
Your body,
Ah!
still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff,
your body reduced to a marionette pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
Ah, no. Ooh. Yeet.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
Too bad. It's done.
Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as
Capillaries?
you and the
You mean
princess struggle
capillaries?
over the reins of your body.
Capillaries.
One foot planted firmly on the edge
I'm
where the floor
fancy.
ends, and
Sorry.
then nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. Enough is enough. I'm tired of us always losing. It's just a step away.
But so do you.
You throw everything you have against her
Exorcist
and manage,
3.
for one brief moment,
Deal
to
with your
overpower
enemy
the
the only way
princess's
you
hold
know.
on your body.
Achievement unlocked.
But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Why do you hate
A
me?
thought slips through you,
I mean,
unheeded,
just because I
as
tried
you
to kill
fall,
you
and
a
fall,
couple times?
and fall.
You killed me too. Technically, the first time you killed me first.
What an end. But at least it's ours.
We got to choose.
An empire of frigid nothing. I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it.
True.
What happens now?
We fall forever?
But I want to know what he thinks happens now.
Ooh, true. Why?
And why is that?
You gonna snap my neck or something? How dare he? You and you and you. And me and you. Fair enough.
He's gone. But
Whoa! Terminal velocity ceases, and you feel something, a mass, a growth, torn out of you. You and the princess look at each other for a short moment.
What's happening to me?
Why did you separate? Another piece collected. But you don't answer her before she's gone, and you feel a resistance underneath your feet once more. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Oh. Of course you're scared. This is the end for you. But it's not the end for me.
I would have kept them in the dark if I were you.
Why?
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
so you're the real puppet master here? Can't believe I tried to help you.
I'm the puppet master? You approach the mirror. Gaze into the reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've grown. You've grown? The bloat? What? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Is there going to be two now? They're together? You're at the cabin. Approach her.
When I found you in the long quiet alone,
Oh.
I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete.
Interesting.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant?
Ooh.
I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression.
I have to keep building
I am
her.
different, but I am the same.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me.
Interesting.
They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
You know what?
The
Fair enough.
vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
I feel like there might be less hands than before. When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths.
This is fun. It's
What I
fascinating.
will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed,
Interesting.
but in this moment, all I want is to know myself.
Fair. You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm gonna kill you? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? Interesting. That's probably why some of the choices were blacked out when I tried the second time. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. Why? That's the question.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Oh. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is loneliness turned to seething.
Aww.
She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself.
Ooh.
She will make for a driven heart.
Okay, but the last heart was fierce. I don't remember the word they used, but formidable.
Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
So you're collecting the hearts? What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
Okay.
Do not worry. There are no wrong answers.
Interesting.
And every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Why would I kill you? So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change and grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would
You're
like me to
welcome.
see. I cannot
Have fun
know
at
the
work.
ways I wish to grow,
Bye-bye.
for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Then I need to show you kindness. Because I've basically been nothing but suspicious and cautious. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
There is a hurt that dwells in them, but they are not me. They are thoughts and perspectives. They are feelings that inform my being. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before.
Uh-oh. Where's my internet? Okay. My chat disconnected for a second. I hope stream wasn't interrupted.
I cannot be as I was before. There are new spaces that I must fill.
Why can't I do it?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Oh, okay, thank goodness. Thanks for letting me know. How many more vessels?
If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. I will transcend in due time, and there is no way forward but to contribute to my awakening.
I'm okay.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Ah, what? A seething vessel, bring the wraith to her. Interesting.
You're on a path. You're here.
I'm aware, yes. It's 12:30 right now. I am very hungry. I have enjoyed playing this, but I do think that it may be time for me to... Don't mind me. I have to do this manually because I suck at this. I gotta find it. Boop. 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 This music is nice. Yeah, it was fun. Part of me wants to play this again and actually like keep going, completely build the vessel. I could, you know, destroy my body in the next one and whatnot, but I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to complete her, and I want to start trying more compassionate routes, actually freeing and being nice to her, because if my choices are building this vessel, then me being mean or cagey or like basically fighting everyone except for the narrator. The narrator deserves to be fought. Then maybe being nice is the best option from here on out. So I'll see if I can stream tomorrow. I might try. If I can't, then to probably next Thursday, maybe sooner, but Thursdays seem to be the best days for me at the very least. Off it, yes! Remove the narrator's head. Get rid of it. It's gotta get gone. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Thank you for being a super cool moderator and making sure chat stays nice and good. We got a couple viewers as well, which was very nice. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and head out, eat some lunch. My husband actually brought me a box of fried rice and stuff, so it's gotta be good. Yes, make sure you eat too. I don't remember what time zone you're in, but I know you're working, so don't forget to take breaks and always try your best. Bye!